Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wills, Women, and Wealth podcast. I'm Elsa W. Smith, your Maryland estate planning and probate attorney, and I'm thrilled to have you with us today. We're here to empower women who value their health, wealth, and the legacies they're creating. This podcast delves into a diverse range of subjects encompassing finance, law, mental and physical health, and beyond. Our commitment is to furnish you with invaluable insights, engaging expert interviews, and enlightening episodes that address your questions on wills, estate planning, and probate matters. Remember, this is your community, and we want to hear from you. Engage with us, ask questions, suggest topics. Let's build a dialogue. Reach out to us on social media or leave us a comment below. Your input fuels the conversations we have. You can find all of our episodes on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for our upcoming content. We appreciate your support, and if you enjoy the podcast, please consider leaving us a 5-star review. Your review helps amplify our reach and brings our content to more listeners. And now, on with the podcast. It's August, which means it's National Make a Will Month. The perfect reminder that the best gift you can give your loved ones is clarity. And as women, we have the power to shape our legacies, protect our families, and ensure that the wealth we've worked so hard for ends up exactly where we want it. Stay with me, because by the end of this episode, you'll know why every woman needs a will. Why Make a Will Month matters for women. Here's a fact that might surprise you. Most women don't have a will, even though women on average outlive men by several years. Why is that important? Because without a will, state law decides who gets your home, your savings, and even your treasured family keepsakes. And the way the law divides things is often very different from what you would have wanted. Many of us are balancing careers, families, caregiving, and community roles. Estate planning often gets pushed to someday, but here's the truth. Someday can arrive unexpectedly. Let me tell you a little real-world story with a few details changed for privacy that I think will make this crystal clear. Darlene was a 58-year-old homeowner in Prince George's County, Maryland. She was vibrant, healthy, and busy caring for her elderly mother. She had always said, "I really need to get my will done," but between work and caregiving, she never got around to it. Then, unexpectedly, Darlene passed away from a sudden stroke. She had one adult son from her first marriage, and she'd been in a committed relationship for over 15 years with Marcus, who had moved into her home and helped her pay the mortgage. She also had 2 nieces she adored and wanted to leave some jewelry to. She had even mentioned it to them over Thanksgiving dinner the year before. Here's where the trouble began. Darlene died without a will. Under Maryland law, Marcus, despite their years together, was not considered an heir. He had no legal claim to stay in the home he had helped pay for. The house and other assets went entirely to her son, who didn't get along with Marcus and served him with an eviction notice. The nieces never got the jewelry Darlene promised them because legally they weren't entitled to anything. And the estate took nearly 2 years to settle, costing thousands in legal fees and draining relationships along the way. If Darlene had taken just a few hours to put her wishes into a will, Marcus could have stayed in the home. Her son would have still inherited potentially, and her nieces would have received those sentimental items she wanted them to have. Instead, her legacy was overshadowed by conflict, court dates, and heartbreak. Let's talk about how wills protect wealth and legacy. A will is not just about money. It's about making sure your wishes are honored. From a wealth perspective, having a will helps you clearly decide who will inherit your home, savings, and business. Protect and preserve your wealth for the next generation, rather than losing it in costly legal disputes. And minimize unnecessary expenses and delays during the probate process. From a personal perspective, it's about emotional wealth, making sure the things that matter most, like family traditions, keepsakes, and heirlooms, are passed on intentionally. A will gives you the final word in how your legacy is handled. Without it, you hand over that power to the court and the state, and they've never met you. They don't know your values, and they're not thinking about preserving family harmony. Let's tackle a few common myths I hear all the time. Myth number 1, I'm too young for a will. Truth. Accidents and illness can happen at any age. Your will is a safety net, and the earlier you have one, the better. Myth number 2, everything will just go to my spouse. Truth, not necessarily. In Maryland, the law divides assets in ways that might shock you. Blended families especially need a will to avoid unintentional outcomes. Myth number 3, it's too complicated or expensive. Truth, creating a will is straightforward with the right guidance, and it's far more affordable than the financial and emotional cost of dying without one. Your 3-step Make a Will Challenge. This Make a Will month, I'm challenging you to take these 3 steps. Number 1, decide who you trust to carry out your wishes. That's your personal representative. Number 2, make a list of what matters most, both financial assets and sentimental items. And 3, schedule your assessment call with my team this month. We'll review where you are now, what's at risk, and how to protect your wealth and loved ones. Make a Will Month is your reminder. Your will is your voice. Don't let the state speak for you. If you live in Maryland or the District of Columbia, I invite you to schedule your complimentary assessment call with a member of my team. At the law offices of Elsa W. Smith, we'll help you identify gaps, uncover risks, and map out your next steps toward protecting your wealth and your loved ones. Remember, your wealth is more than numbers, and your will is more than paperwork. It's your legacy. Let's make sure it's protected. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Wills, Women, and Wealth podcast. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and take control of your legacy.